guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about my #1 favorite product from 10 drugstore brands. I've seen this video going around. Lots of creators have done this video. I'm going to link down below some other creators, so if you want to check those videos out. And yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. This was actually harder than I thought it was going to be. So I'm focusing strictly on drugstore for this video and slash affordable, because we have some affordable brands at Ulta that aren't technically drugstore, but everything is in the affordable slash drugstore category. So that is what we're doing today. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jamie. I do beauty videos twice a week. If you like drugstore makeup reviews, hauls, trying new makeup, get ready with me's, all things beauty, then I would love it if you would subscribe before you go. And if you guys would like to see my #1 product from 10 affordable drugstore slash drugstore brands, then keep on watching. So most of the makeup on my face right now, I did reviews on TikTok. I just filmed like a bunch of TikTok videos in different steps of this makeup look. So if you're interested in anything that's on my face, head over to my TikTok. All right, so as I said, we're gonna focus all on drugstore affordable brands today. So the first one is going to be E.L.F, because E.L.F has just been slaying my life. There are so many products in my everyday makeup routine that are from E.L.F, and it keeps growing. They keep releasing amazing things that I just keep adding into my everyday makeup routine. I keep looking at this hair because I just can't. I put on stories, I asked you guys about this half up hair situation. Everybody said heck yes. I thought it would be a solution to my frizz problem, because humid hair problems on the top of my head. I have like a crown of frizzies. I'm just not sure if this hair, like half up hair, is really me. I don't know. I never wear my hair like this, so it's just weird looking at myself in the viewfinder. Anyway, so E.L.F just has some really good products. This was a very difficult one to pick. I narrowed it down to 2, and I'm still not sure which one. I don't know, it's really hard. Like, if you had talked to me a couple months ago, I would have for surely said the Poreless Putty. Like, there's not a day that goes by that I don't use this. This product is a staple in my routine, but also the concealer, like the camo and now the hydrating, which is newer to me. Either one is, I mean, if I had to pick between these, I'd probably pick the original, just because I can use this all year round. This one, I don't know how this one's gonna fare for me in the wintertime, but right now, like, I'm gonna go with the concealer just because I feel like it's my #1 top concealer, really. It's the one I reach for almost every single day. I am trying a couple of new ones that might dethrone this at some point, but right now I just love this concealer. This one specifically. I love this concealer. I feel like it just performs like a high-end concealer. It's only $6. It never does me dirty. Like, this concealer looks great every time I wear it. I had to pick this. It was tough though, because like I said, I mean, the Poreless Putty, and then now the Mint Melt Primer, the Jelly Pop Primer, I'm loving those. The Putty Bronzer I'm really liking. There's just a lot of products from E.L.F that I love. So that one was tough, but I think I'm gonna go with this concealer, the regular 16-hour camo. Next up, we have Wet n Wild. Okay, this one was another tough one because I do have a lot of products that I use on a regular basis from Wet n Wild. It did come down to 2 products, and those products were the Mega Last lipsticks, and I have the High Shine ones and the matte ones. I am gonna have to lean to the matte ones though, just because the matte ones are in the black packaging, the High Shine ones are in the white packaging. I definitely reach for the matte ones almost every single day, but I didn't want to neglect these because these are pretty awesome too if you like a shine. And then the other product was the Breakup Proof Liquid Eyeliner. This has knocked every single high-end eyeliner out of the game for me. This is the best eyeliner I've ever used. Never mind like price point, like it's just the best eyeliner. Like if you like the Kat Von D tattoo liner, you will love this. It's a pen. So if you like pen liners, this is not going anywhere. It is really good. But I had to go with the lipsticks just because like I said, use these almost every single day. I love the packaging on these. They're so Pat McGrath-esque. They have the lips on them. But this matte formula for the price point is insane. Like these are $2. And that played definitely into the pick, the reason I picked them, because I don't use liquid liner every single day. I do use lipstick every single day. And the shade range on these, especially the nudes, is so good that I would be able to use these without having my Holy Grail lipstick and be okay. On my lips right now, I do have one of the High Shine versions. This is the shade Peach Passion, and I have that on right now, so you can see I do have a little bit of a sheen to the lips. And I like that one, but with mask life and stuff, I just prefer a matte lip because it's less likely to smear all over the place and get all over my face. I feel like when I'm wearing a mask, matte lipstick just kind of stays put. It might get on the mask, but it's not like smearing. Do you know what I mean? So these are definitely my pick from Wet n Wild. From L'Oreal, any guesses? Any guesses? I'm definitely going with the Color Riche matte lip liners, and I'm just gonna go with all of the shades. Matte It is my ride or die Holy Grail go-to. This one, if I had to pick out of these three, this is the one I would definitely pick. However, Matte and Call and Matte Stir Mind are equally as good, and I use them also quite a bit. Matte and Call is a brown-based nude, Matte Stir Mind is a pink-based nude, and Matte It is a purple-based nude. And I don't have any of them on right now. I have a different lip liner, which you'll see in a minute. But these are Holy Grail status for me. Not only are these my #1 product from L'Oreal, but these are my #1 lip liners, period. If I only could use one lip liner for the rest of my life, it would be this, and I would be totally fine with that. They're that good. The lip liner I have on is from Essence, and this is my #1 pick from Essence right now, and that is the Stay 8 Hour Lip Liners. These are waterproof. The L'Oreal lasts a lot longer than the Essence, but the Essence lasts a long time for a $2 lip liner. $2. And the L'Oreal ones range from $6 to $10 depending on the retailer, but this is $2. $1.99. And the color, well, I have it on right now with the lighter lipstick, but the color really rivals, or not rivals, but it definitely is my shade. Like, it's just as good as the L'Oreal shades, and it's not identical to any of the L'Oreal shades. It's kind of like adding to that collection. So this one, by the way, is the shade Because Da. I don't think I mentioned that. I love this. I love that it's retractable and it has a sharpener that actually sharpens, because you know these little dinky sharpeners usually don't do anything. Well, these do, and it will get it pointy. And I do like the retractable aspect, because when I'm traveling with the L'Oreal ones and I don't have a sharpener, I'm in a panic because they're so creamy. One use and you're wearing it down and you need to sharpen it. That part I don't love about those. So the retractable nature of this, I really like it. Plus it's $2. Like, the price point is insane. Next up, we have Catrice. Now, I have been testing and trying quite a few new products from Catrice, which I'm going to do an entire video on. Shook by Catrice right now. But as of today, right now, in this moment, if I had to pick one product, it hands down would be the True Skin Foundation. This is their Hydrating Hyaluronic Long Wear Foundation. There is something so freaking magical about this foundation. It is the most beautiful, skin-like, medium coverage, glowy but not too glowy, healthy, plumping gorgeousness. I don't know what else to say. If you have not tried this, I can't imagine a skin type that this wouldn't work for. I'm sure there is. But I'm normal to dry, and it's maybe my favorite foundation of all time. It's $11. I just ordered a backup. My shade is Neutral Hazel. I love this so much. I can't put it into words. If you're oily, I still think it could work for you because it's got to do, it's not what's on my face right now. It's got to do, but it's not ridiculous. But if you're oily and if you've tried this, leave us a comment and let us know how it works out for you. I don't know. I think that it could still work. I think it could. It might not last as long as like it would maybe on me, but it still probably would look beautiful. Especially if you had like a concealer, like a Shape Tape or like even the E.L.F. camo, like a more matte concealer with it. And, you know, you use powder and all the things that you do when you have oily skin. Amazon came. Where was I? Yeah, so the Catrice True Skin was my pick for Catrice. Next up, we have Maybelline. Now, Maybelline, to be honest, is one of my least favorite brands at the drugstore. For a variety of reasons. I don't like the shit they put in their makeup. I think that they really are bottom of the barrel when it comes to ingredients. It's my opinion. I also don't think their products really perform that great. I just don't like Maybelline. There's only like maybe 5 products from Maybelline that I like. Let's put it that way. But one of them happens to be a ride or die product. Go figure. So my number one product from Maybelline was very easy to choose, and that is the Sky High Mascara. Again, not just my favorite product from Maybelline, my favorite mascara, period. Like, this mascara is worth all the hype. It makes me look like I have false lashes on. It gives me length, volume, and it curls my lashes. This is worth all the hype. It is very expensive for drugstore mascara though. It's around $11. So there's that, but worth it. Totally worth it. Pixi. Okay, so Pixi was kind of tough. My favorite products from Pixi are highlights. I think Pixi does the most beautiful highlight formulas at the drugstore. And the one product that I picked, I think was limited edition. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was limited edition. It was a collaboration. It's called the Layers Highlighting Palette, and this was a collaboration with Rach Loves. She's seen better days. I've put this palette through it, okay? Now, to be fair, when it came to me, and I've had this now for like a year and a half at least, and when it arrived, it was broken. Both of these highlighters were broken. Now, all of the shades are highlights, and this one is lavender, and it might be scary, but it actually isn't on the skin. It looks really, really pretty. Because I'm not really a lavender highlight person. But anyway, these big shades, they came broken. I put rubbing alcohol and squished them back in, and I'm glad I did because it turned out to be like my favorite highlighters maybe of all time. And I'm going to swatch these two shades because they're just not to be believed. I wonder if you can still get this. Target might still have it, but like the most buttery, beautiful, wet looking formula that doesn't have a single stitch of glitter. It's just a sheen. It's soft. It's soft meaning like it's not glittery and chunky. It's very smooth. And it packs a serious punch. You can layer it up, and it just is so foiled and gorgeous, and I just love it so much. I would use this in all situations. Like, if it was just a day-to-day look where I didn't have much makeup on, or if it was like a full glam night on the town, I feel like you can really adjust this formula any way you want, and there's all these different shades in here. So even this darker shade, it isn't like as dark as it looks in the pan, you know? So if you're a little bit tanner, you have an option to lean to. You can mix. This one at the end has a little bit of a pink undertone, so it's more for like super fair. I think it's one of the best palettes they've done, although I will say, spoiler alert, I am testing 2 more face palettes from Pixi, and they may have outdone themselves. You will see in an upcoming video if that's true. Okay, so next up, BH Cosmetics. So this is an affordable brand, not necessarily at the drugstore. BH Cosmetics is mostly known for their eyeshadow palettes and their makeup brushes, both in which they do excellently. Their eyeshadow formulas are some of the best in their price point, and their brushes also some of the best in their price point. You can get a really nice set of brushes for 20 bucks or less from BH, and they're like really good quality. But when I was thinking about BH and like what's one product, like if I could only choose one thing of all of the things, it would be an eyeshadow palette for sure, because there's lots of other brushes that I love. And which eyeshadow palette would it be? Well, I've done now 2 ranking all my BH eyeshadow palette videos. I did one in 2019 and I did one this year. And the palette that ended up number 1 this year was number 2 in the first one. And that's the palette I had to go with, and that is the Hanging in Hawaii. Now they've redone this packaging, so it no longer looks like this anymore. They've updated the packaging. Everything else is the same. What can I say about this formula? It's not the deepest, darkest palette in the world. It's definitely neutral. For me, the star of this palette is definitely the shimmers. They are some of the most foiled, metallic, beautiful shimmers I've ever seen in an eyeshadow palette, let alone an affordable eyeshadow palette. You can see your reflection off of these. Like, are you kidding me? They are stunning, and that was like the lightest little swatch. They're so good. What I also like about this palette, it's neutral, but you have some deeper shades so you can smoke things out. You have some warmer tones so you can, do like more of a burnt look. You have some pinks in there. There's a lot to be done, and when I'm on vacation, I don't go on vacation. When I'm traveling, wherever I am, I don't do this level of makeup. I just don't. Like, especially when I'm with other people, like especially a male, I get anxious about like spending a lot of time on my makeup, and a lot of times I just want to go do whatever we're doing, and I don't want to do all of this. I would like to do all of this, but it's not practical. A palette like this is great because you could literally put like one shade in your crease, sweep one shade across your lid, throw on mascara, and you're good to go. So, I don't know. This palette is just still my favorite of all the BH palettes because I think I could use this every day forever and still be happy. All right, so MILANI. MILANI is known for their blushes. Luminoso's been around forever, cult classic. Their flower blushes also been around forever, also a classic. But this year, they really excelled with cream. And, cream is all the hype. And I found 2 MILANI products that I am just head over heels in love with. One is the Cheek Kiss Liquid Blush, and the other is the Cheek Kiss Cream Blush. And if I have to pick one, I would definitely pick the cream because of the ease of use. Whereas this one, it's a liquid, so you have to squeeze it out and, figure out how you're going to apply it. I like to apply everything with a brush. The brush that I like to use is this brush. It's from a brand called Base Blue. I really like their brushes. But, like, this shade is so beautiful, but, like, I would have to put it on my hand, pick it up with the brush, and apply. Fine, but this one, I can just open, boom, apply. Done. And it goes right over powder, doesn't break up anything underneath it, looks flawless. It's a cream to powder formula, so it dries down just like a powder. That is what I have on, and I just put more on, but this is the blush I've been wearing today. I also have it in this shade here, which is Coral Crush. This shade is Nude Kiss. Oh, is this Coral Crush? Yeah, Coral Crush and Nude Kiss, but if I have to pick one, it's 100% the Nude. I use this all of the time. It has been my go-to blush for the past several months, and I love it. So I'm going to pick that as my top product. As you notice, the theme when I went through all these is like If I could only pick one and that was the only product I could use forever from the brand, what would it be? That's sort of my mentality around choosing all of these. So the last brand is ColourPop. For me, you know, I don't have an endless ColourPop collection. My collection is very specific, but the products that I do have from ColourPop, I love them all. So thinking about right now, given my makeup preferences, given my day-to-day, what I've been doing lately, what's that product that I just really need to have every day? And that is the ColourPop Styling Wax, their Brow Feather Effect Styling Wax. I have the shade, the clear shade, or the clear formula. I love this so much, I can't even deal with how much I love it. I have it on right now. I use it every single day since I've gotten it. It took me a minute to figure it out, but then once I did, I was like, oh. I mean, it's not as easy as a brow gel. Brow gel, you just pull out and sweep on. This one, you have to spray it with setting spray, run your spoolie through, run it through, push them up. But I always feel like I get a good brow look. Like I have a good brow day every time I use this. I don't know, I love it so much. It's my preference right now with my brows. That could change, and this number one product would change. As with all this stuff, it's fluid. These products will change in a month from now. But as of right now, this is the product I'm going to go with. I want to try the colored one because I thought that the colored one was going to smear all over my face, but I've heard from other people that it doesn't do that. So I kind of want to try like a brown one as well, just to see like what my thoughts are on that, because sometimes I do like find little particles of it in my brow that I didn't like brush out all the way, and that's kind of annoying, and if it was brown that wouldn't happen. So I do want to try the brown one, but I love the product. I just love it so much. And yeah, that is it. Those are my number one products from these 10 brands. I want to hear from you guys. What did you think about my picks? Are there any products from any of these brands that you think are better than the products that I picked? Is anything I picked something you hate? Like, let me know what you guys thought. Let's chat in the comments about makeup because it's fun. And that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell so you never miss when I upload a video. You can follow me on social. My handle's @GlamLatte. And don't forget, the Glam Latte Beauty Podcast is everywhere you listen to podcasts. All those details are in the description box down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.